Alright guys, got some good news here. I went ahead and got a new clutch master cylinder, the Chase Bays hard line replacement, and a brand new slave cylinder. So all the components are brand new. I filled this up, hooked the line up here. I put this end of the line back into the top of the reservoir, had somebody pump it till there was no more bubbles coming out, and then I hooked the line up to the sleeve, pumped it, and what seemed to work was to clamp the clutch rod all the way in, and then have the person pump it and then bleed it like typically. But for some reason, pushing the rod in helps. It just works a lot better than leaving it only using the force of the clutch spring, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how Chase Bays wants you to route this line. I think what I'm going to do is loosen it up back there and bring it so that this is over here maybe, just to get rid of some of the slack. But right now I don't even want to mess with it because the system's good. It doesn't have any air in it, so I want to just leave it as is. When we left yesterday, it was still questionable if it was fully bled out, but I just changed the adjustment on the master cylinder rod a little bit to the pedal rod, and it seems to work good. Sorry, I accidentally ended the video, but yeah, it seems to work good now. It turns all the way on its own. So earlier it was getting caught like right here. It would stop returning that last little bit. I think we're good now. So only one way to find out, but we got a little bit farther before we can do all that. Honestly, I just need to get these brake lines ran, get this fuel return line ran, and kind of neaten up this harness some more, tuck it away, do some zip ties, and get a seat mounted up in here, and we can probably take it for a little test drive. Obviously get the intercooler on, plug up all the vacuum leaks. We can just start it, go around the parking lot, and that's about it because we still don't have a cooling system. Alright, I just want to show you guys that. So I don't know if the old components were bad, but all that extra hard line, and I think this is like a delay valve or some shit I was reading about, got rid of that. So I don't know what was bad in that, or if I was just doing it wrong or what, but we got it good now. Alright guys, my buddy's Chevy blew, well, he wore the brake pads down so low that the piston seal on the caliper blew out. So this thing's taking up the lift bay. I didn't want to come here and do nothing. I had to do parking brake hardware on my Impreza because the spring at the bottom of the shoe was rubbing on the ABS tone ring. So I did that, and then I just ran all the lines. I already had the front two lines going. I had the rear line just sitting on the ground. I actually ran that all the way back, put it in a little clip holder, and then I got the two corner rear lines ran just roughly to where they go. I think I could have went a little shorter with all the with honestly all the lines. They all could have been probably 2 to 3 inches shorter, but obviously longer is better than too short, so I didn't want to take any chances there. I'm gonna call Chase Bays and see if maybe they wouldn't mind remaking them shorter. I think I only had like 30 days, and honestly it's probably been like 20 days since I ordered it, if not longer, so I might just have to deal with it. Originally I had the 90 on this end. This hose that goes from the front to the rear has a 90 on one end and a straight on the other. I was gonna have the 90 up here and the straight back there, but it's actually gonna work, since it was way too long, it's gonna work a lot better to have the straight up here, and then the line gets ran around just to take up the extra slack, and then it's going down along the frame rail. But and then I got these AN2 metric adapters off of Amazon. I got those going to the front soft lines, and they seem to work good. I don't have any soft lines in the rear right now. They're around here somewhere, that I just don't have them at the moment. So we're making some progress with the brakes. I don't know if I said this already, but I did bench bleed this master. I just put this hose up in the top and pumped it. So I'm just waiting to pull this hose off. I'm waiting to get all the soft lines connected, or honestly, I need to get all the calipers mounted and then the soft lines connected to the calipers. So then I can pull this hose off, and then I'll get this line connected here, and then I'll start letting the system gravity bleed down to all the calipers. I just really don't feel like doing any of that on the ground. I really want to get it up on the lift, because I also have to run the fuel return line still, and I have to drop the tank at least a little bit in order to do that. Besides that, we really need to start getting on the cooling system. I just haven't ordered anything for that yet, because I'm just really short on funds right now, honestly. Somebody just broke into my STI the other day, so that's kind of messing me up as well. But like I said in the clip earlier, I just need to get this intercooler on here. I need to find one of the metal fittings like this to go into the bypass valve port, because I don't have it and I don't know where it is. So we got to figure something out for that. But besides that, we're getting pretty close to being able to at least take it around the parking lot, like I was saying earlier. So maybe next video or 2 videos from now, this thing might be going for a little test drive. Alright, thanks guys, appreciate the support.